Hi yogis, welcome to class. Today we are doing a class for energy. So if you are feeling a little down in the dumps and you just need something to get you going, this is the class for you. It's not a long class, so we're going to jump right in. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our feet together in Baddha Konasana, or bound angle. So if it's early in your day, this might not feel really great on your hips. You can prop your knees up with some blocks if you like. If you can stand it though, let gravity do the work. Bring the pinky toe sides of the feet together and let the feet open out. And just rest your hands anywhere on the feet that feels good. Let your shoulders roll back and down and start to pull up into the lower belly area. So pull that area up and in, shoulders roll back and down, and you can even let your head be heavy here. Taking a nice big in-breath and let everything melt away. As you start to settle into your shape, you might bring the hands around the edges of the toes and interlace the fingers. You might start to hinge forward from the hips and fold over the feet. If none of those feels good, then don't do it. We're all about doing things that feel right in your body and not pushing yourself into an area that feels crappy or not natural. Go ahead and let yourself melt. Maybe coming a little deeper into the shape. Don't worry, we have plenty of time to work into it. And then using your hands, go ahead and push yourself back up. Gather the knees, pull them back in towards each other. Hands can come behind you as you windshield wiper to the left and the right. Left, right. And then we're going to go ahead and turn towards the top of your mat if you're not already. Right shin comes across the top of the mat. The left shin reaches behind you. So we call this pretzel in bar class, or deer sit, zebra sit, however you want to refer to it. And we're just going to walk our hands down towards the edge of the mat as you fold over the legs. So this back hip is going to want to pop up. Keep pulling it forward and down and just melt over the front leg a little bit. So the hips are going to come up off the mat. That's okay. Keep working them towards the mat. One more breath here, just exhaling nice and long. And then using your hands, walk yourself back up, put your hands on the mat, and then we're just going to lift up so that we can step back into a plank shape. Hands are underneath your shoulders, your toes are way far behind you. If you're not feeling plank, you can always put your knees down and push back and forward. Just warming up into the wrists and the core. And then go ahead and put your knees on the mat. Turn your fingers so that they face your knees and stretch the wrists away from you so you can start to sit back, but keep the ridge of the hands on the mat if you can. Keep pressing the heels towards the mat. Very nice, and then go ahead and shake that out, release that. We're going to take that deer sit or that Z sit to the other side. So the left leg comes forward and then the right leg folds behind. So you kind of want to parallel to the top of the mat situation. Right leg is behind you, left leg is across the front, and then fold down over the leg. Head is super heavy. If you can, you might come all the way down to the mat here. We'll come back to a shape like this again. So if you're feeling a little stiff and you're not warmed up, that's okay. And then hands come to the mat. We're going to find our way back to that plank shape. So stepping back, walking your hands underneath your shoulders, keeping your big toes maybe touching, Hips ride nice and low here. Go ahead and float the right toes off the mat, point them behind you, and then place them down, and then the left toes point behind, and then come down. So we're going to keep working into this. If you need your knees, you can go ahead and use them. See if you can hang on. We're doing 3 sets. Lift the right leg off the mat, and then bring your right knee to your right elbow. And then step it back. Left foot lifts off the mat, knee to elbow, step it back. So that was 1. Right knee, right elbow. Left knee, left elbow. That's 2. And then 3. And 3. And then bonus, we're going to reach up and back. Whee. Down dog. Right leg reaches up. Open the hip, bend the knee. Maybe take a couple circles here. Open up into this hip. The bonus is that right knee comes to the right elbow, and then step the toes outside the hand. Left knee comes down, lizard shape. So most of us can hang out here. This feels really good. If you're already warm, maybe you've already done a workout, you can come down onto your forearms. You can start to peel the toes open, the right knee out to the side. Wherever you are, toes are out to about 2 o'clock-ish. Walk your left hand underneath your shoulder and reach your right arm up and back. Just looking behind you. And then swivel that right arm back up. Place it on the mat, turn the toes so they're facing the top of the mat, and then lift that back knee and plant that foot down. So you can come up onto your fingertips here, and then that left arm is going to reach up towards the sky. And then windmill your hands open, find your way to your warrior 2. Nice, reverse. And then windmill that left hand all the way down inside that right foot, spin to the toe of that back foot and look up for your easy twist. So let's take some shoulder circles here. Reach that right arm forward, look towards the end of your mat. Fingers come down to the mat and then up and open. So it's a full body twist here, or circle. And back, nice. Both hands come down either side of that right foot. Lift that foot off the mat, and then up and back and open into your 3-legged dog. Perfect. Both feet come to the mat. Let's play around with our dog. Walk the feet out a little bit wider than hip width. Head is super heavy here. Shake to the right and the left. And then move that right foot to the inside of the mat. Open the left leg, 3-legged dog, left side. Knee comes to the elbow as you roll forward, and then step that foot outside of the hand. Right knee comes down. You can hang out here, rock and roll a little side to side, whatever feels kind of good. Walk that right hand inside or right underneath the shoulder. Left arm comes up and open and look back. Right hand or left hand comes down, turn the toes to the top of the mat, find your way into that extended side angle. So you're going to reach the right arm up, maybe come up onto the fingertips, and then warrior 2. Left arm forward, right arm back. A little bit of core work there. Let's flip it. And then right hand comes down, easy twist, look up. Again, let's take those big circles. Reach that left arm forward, look down, hand slides past the foot and open up and around and open up and around. Nice. And on this one, we bring the hand down to the mat, step that left foot back into that downward facing dog. All right, a little turbo dog here. So come way up onto your toes, sit down and back. So you're sitting way, way back. Hands are shoulder width. You're going to lower your elbows almost all the way to the mat and then just slide forward right into a chaturanga. And then scoop up for an up dog. And then exhale back and down, down dog. So that takes some getting used to. Let's try it one more time. Lower the elbows down as you crouch down towards the heels. Press forward as you scoop forward and then right into that up dog and then down dog. Ooh, that was kind of fun. Big toes touch here. Right leg reaches up and open, three-legged dog. And then step into that lizard shape. This time left knee comes down, left hand walks into the middle, and then maybe reach back and grab onto the, I don't know what foot that is, left toes. Go ahead and release. Right hand comes down, finding your way to that extended side angle. So you flip the toes and reach up. Now we're going to take a bind here. Left hand reaches around and grabs onto the hip crease. Open the shoulders. If the bind isn't for you, you don't have to take it, but you're trying to grab onto the thigh here. And then let's go ahead and reverse this warrior. See if you can keep the bind here. All the way up and back. Very nice. And then into that warrior two with that left arm wrapped around you. Sink a little lower. Perfect. Let's flip that palm reverse one more time. And then we're coming into that easy twist. So left hand comes forward. Hooey, right hand reaches up. Nice. Both hands come down either side of that front foot. You can come all the way up and back into that three-legged dog. If you're feeling a little frisky, right into your flip dog. And then both hands come back to the mat. Nice. Right foot down, left foot down, downward facing dog. All right, other side. Left leg reaches up and open, three-legged dog. Step forward, outside, and right into that lizard shape. Reach behind you, grab onto that foot, and then maybe sink back down into that shape. Nice. And then go ahead and find your way into that extended side angle. So release that foot, left hand comes down and open up. So here's where you get to see the bind. Bring it around behind you and tuck into that thigh crease. And then reverse your warrior. And then find your way to warrior two. Now adjust your feet if you need to. Mine were a little wonkadoodle, so I had to. Sink low. Reverse. And then come all the way down. Right hand forward, easy twist. Left arm up. Both hands down, and then find your way all the way up and open. Flip your dog if you like. Those left toes maybe just barely touch the mat as you lift the belly button up towards the ceiling. And then both hands come down. Let's find our way into our downward facing dog. One more time just to get the feel of it. Right leg reaches all the way up and open. And then step forward, lizard, back knee comes down, reach back, grab the foot. We're not here long. Release, right hand forward, heel to that front foot in, back foot down, and then reach behind, find the bind. Inhale, reverse, exhale, warrior two. All right, adding on, release that bind, left hand comes down, easy twist. Step back into your side plank. Right foot, whoops, right foot on top of the left, right arm reaches up. Right elbow comes to the mat, forearm, swivel to the opposite side. And then left elbow comes down. We are in our forearm plank, looking right at the, in between the thumbs. Nice. Take about 3 breaths here. Relax your shoulders. One more breath. See if you can find some ease somewhere here. It's easy to say, right? Now let's go ahead and walk the feet towards the elbows, finding your way towards your dolphin shape-ish. Beautiful. And then walk those feet back out, back into that forearm plank, and then lower the belly down. Lift the heart, little sphinx pose here. Curl the toes under, Lift the hips. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the mat, downward facing dog. All right, left leg, step wide. Knee comes down, reach back, lizard. I always have to come out of it and then find it again. Beautiful. Unwind right into that extended side angle. Toes face the front. You're on one long line here. Take the bind if you want it. My battery pack's in the way. Inhale, lift up. Warrior two. Looking forward, sinking low. Release the bind. As you exhale, find your way to that twist. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. We're going to find our way to that side plank. So that right arm is right underneath the shoulder. Step back, step up. Forearm comes down, swivel, lift. Forearm comes down. Nice. And then walk forward into your dolphin shape. You can bend the knees here. If you prefer more of a puppy with the knees on the mat, you can do that, head between the shoulders. Otherwise, pop those hips up. Nice. All right, if you can, come up onto the toes, bend the knees, press the hands into the mat, and then lift the elbows off the mat into your down dog. All right, from your down dog, right leg reaches up, knee to nose. Inhale, up and open. Nice. Knee comes towards your right elbow. Inhale, up and open. And then step between the hands. Crescent warrior, reach up, sink low. Wrap your hands around behind, interlace the fingers, reach towards the floor and lift up. Beautiful. Go ahead and release the hands, reach back up. You take your left hand down and side lean over that left hand. Inhale, back up. Hands to heart center. Draw that knee in towards your heart space. Hooey. Beautiful. Now we're gonna reach down and grab onto the inside of that left foot. Taking your dancer pose if you want. If not, don't worry about it. You're going to kick into that foot as you press the hand into the foot presses into the hand. And then maybe pitching forward somewhat. Looking down towards the floor. And then we're releasing right into tree pose. So use your hand to bring that left foot inside the left thigh. Maybe your hands reach up to grow your branches. Maybe you look up. Maybe you press fingertips together at the top. It's okay, you don't have to do any of these things if you don't want to. And then go ahead and reach both hands down as you find your way into warrior three. Bend the knee, crescent warrior, reach up. Nice, good job. Both hands come down either side of that front foot, and then sweep that right leg up and open. Flip your dog if you're feeling it. Nice, enjoy the upside down. And then right knee comes back behind the right wrist, and lower all the way down into your pigeon pose. So walk your hands on either side of the front leg and lift up. Create a little back bend here, look up. And then if it feels right, walk the hands forward, come down onto the mat. Head is heavy. Walk the hands back, slide over onto that right hip, sweep that left leg across and up to the front, stack it on top of the front leg for a double pigeon, so your knees form that triangle shape, and then hinge from the hips, fold over the legs. You can bring your fingers anywhere on the floor that feels good, just finding that stretch. Head is super heavy. right, we're not resting yet. Let's go ahead and reach all the way back up, cross the ankles and roll over. Find your way to your downward facing dog. Take your time here. Left leg reaches up and open, knee to nose. Roll forward over those wrists. Inhale, up and open. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale, up and open. And then let's step between. Find your way to that crescent warrior. Reach all the way up. Nice. Let's find that bind one more time. Interlace the fingers behind you. Make that fist and push down towards the floor as you look up. Nice. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lift the heart. You can put your hands on the small of your back there and use that to find that back bend. Nice. Go ahead and release. Inhale, reach up. Right hand comes down. Find a nice little side lean here. Both hands come back up towards the ceiling. Hands to heart center. And then bring that right foot all the way up. Grabbing on from behind on the inside of that foot. And then find your way to that dancer shape. Don't worry if you fall out of it. So your hips are fairly square here. Mine open just a tiny bit. And then inhale all the way back up. Reach the hands behind you as you release the foot and find your way to warrior three. Bend that left leg. Find your footprint behind you. Right back into that crescent warrior. Nice. Head into our wild thing. Hands come down. Left leg reaches up and open. Flip your dog. Toes come down. Lift the heart. Super energizing to do back bends and lift the heart. Unflip your dog. Find your way to that pigeon. So first, settle in. Shin even with the top of your mat. Which my mat's sliding all over the place today. Back foot is straight behind you. Hands are outside the knees and you lift up. Find that back bend first. And then as you exhale, lowering down, maybe coming just to forearms. That's enough. Maybe stacking your hands and placing your forehead on top of the hands. Go ahead and lift back up. Slide off on that left leg. Sweep that right foot around on top. Ankle, knee, knee, ankle. You're flexing through your feet, stacking your knees. Knee on top of ankle, ankle on top of knee. And then if you like, you can take that fold. Melt down. Top of that is super heavy. Walk the hands back, lift back up. Go ahead and release the feet. Find a little windshield wiper here to the left and to the right. Back and forth. And then we're coming back to that Baddha Konasana, that bound angle that we had at the beginning of class. Soles of the feet together. You can lift your hips and walk the body closer to the heels so the knees come out nice and wide. And then rolling back and down and letting your hands rest anywhere that feels good. Maybe on your belly, maybe on the floor. Palms up, shoulders square, hips are open, gravity's pulling the knees down. Taking the role of observer here, without any attachment to the shapes that you're feeling, the practice you just did, just notice. Notice what shows up for your body. Notice what shows up here. And then take the next several moments to just be present with your breath. Forget about the feet, the hips, the shoulders. Forget about the chaos that may or may not be happening around you. Feel that energy vibrating through your body, ready to just burst and carry you forward into the rest of your day. I invite you to stay in your reclined bound angle for as long as you have, as long as it suits you. And whenever you are ready, go ahead and find your way into the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have tons of energy, so much so that if you have some extra and want to come clean my windows or closets, you certainly can do that. Have a fabulous week, yogis, and I'll see you here again. Namaste.